Hello and welcome to my Club World Cup Matchday 2 predictions from groups E to H, and it is part 2 of our Matchday 2 predictions show. So let's just dive straight into my Club World Cup Matchday 2 predictions from groups E to H. And the first game is the Mamelodi Sundowns taking on Borussia Dortmund. Mamelodi Sundowns get a good win over Ulsan HD the other night over the South African side, beating the Korean side. Mamelodi Sundowns, South African outfit, they're a very good team in their own right. So they start with a winning start in this Club World Cup, and they do look okay. The African sides do look okay. That's why Dad give Manchester City a bit of a game last night. As for Dortmund, Niko Kovac hasn't got off to the best of starts in this Club World Cup for Borussia Dortmund. During to Fluminense 0-0, bit disappointing for Dortmund considering the quality, but it is promising for the South American sides that they can compete, and maybe for some other sides as well that are as competitive as those. I think Dortmund are going to be too strong in this one with the likes of Sule and Koppel at the back, and then they've got Adiemi up front, Brandt, all those, etc., and Garassi. Good about Borussia Dortmund for a nice 2-0 win over Mamelodi Sundowns and move above them in the Group F standings. Back in Borussia Dortmund to get nice 2-0 away win, away at the Mamelodi Sundowns in Cincinnati. It is an away, but it's away time for Dortmund. And next is Inter Milan taking on the Ura Red Diamonds in Group E. Inter looking to bounce back from that disappointing draw against Monterrey in the week. Ura Red Diamonds losing to River Plate as well on Tuesday. So they'll be looking to bounce back, but I think Inter are going to definitely have too much quality for the Japanese side in this one. Their fans did look quite good in that game, but it's just I don't think they had enough to support that game. It was quite empty, a familiar story in the Club World Cup that they are a lot of empty stadiums, and it's a problem. But I think it will be better towards the end of the season. This one is being played in Seattle at the Lumen Field. I think Inter Milan are going to have too much quality. Lautaro Martinez, Thuram, just a few players that they have up front. Taremi maybe might start this one. But Inter have too much quality in this one. I think they're going to beat Ura Red Diamonds. I'm going to go 3-0 to Inter Milan in this one. And quite convincingly beat the Ura Red Diamonds and move top of their group. And now Fluminense take on Ulsan HD in this one. The Korea side losing to Mamelodi Sundowns probably really difficult for them to get out the group now, because as they only played the South American side of Fluminense and Borussia Dortmund on the final match day. Fluminense getting a very good point against Borussia Dortmund. As I said previously, it is very good for the South American sides to be getting points over these kind of teams, just because South American sides against European sides, you think South American sides would get absolutely battered, but they haven't. They put up some brilliant fights as well. You look at Palmeiras against Porto as well. I think Fluminense will be quite comfortable in this one. Any notable players they do have, I can't remember. Everaldo, Arias up front, Thiago Silva at the back with Freight. So they have a solid back line, really old Thiago Silva, but an ageing one as well. Going to back Fluminense for a 2-0 win in East Rutherford over Ulsan HD in this one, and then to get over the line over Ulsan HD and win by 2-0. And now it is Argentina against Mexico in River Plate against Monterrey. Monterrey getting a very, very solid start against Inter Milan. Yes, Inter might have rotated their team a little bit, but it's still a very solid point nonetheless. River Plate beating the Ura Red Diamonds by 3-1. It was kind of you could see that one coming for River Plate. Could they be a bit of dark horses to go and actually win the competition? This is quite an interesting group with Inter, Monterrey, River Plate, and the Ura Red Diamonds, who are really unlikely to get through. I think there are two really good sides between River Plate and Monterrey. At the moment, I could really see any side getting through in this one. I think this is probably the kind of group of death you don't want to be, because there's three very good sides in this group. River Plate will be looking to continue their success in that one with Driussi, Calido, Mantis and Tamo. And they'll be looking to beat Monterrey, but Monterrey drew with Inter, so they know what they're doing. This one's a tight one. I'm going to back Desmond in this one. I'm going to back a 2-2 draw. I think it would be quite goal-heavy So yeah, I'm going to back River Plate 2, Monterey 2 in this one. Yeah, and I think there'll be a lot of goals in this one, and I think it might just end with Inter being top of the group. So yeah, Monterey drawing to River Plate, but 2-2. And into Group G we go as Juventus take on Wydad Casablanca. Juventus absolutely ripping into Al Ain last night by 5-0. They look a bit of a strong push do Igor Tudor's side. But they come up against a Wydad side that gave Manchester City a bit of a game yesterday and caused them a few issues themselves. They could have really levelled that game, or probably even took the lead early on, and maybe not took the lead. They definitely could have levelled it when one of their players ran through a goal and almost stuck it past Eddie, slipped at the worst possible time. So yeah, Wydad do have some hope. It's just I don't think they have that out-and-out number 9 up front, which kind of sucks for them. Because I think if they did have a number 9, they would have scored against Manchester City. Yesterday, they come up against a Juventus side that are going to be full of momentum after beating Al Ain 5-0 last night. So yeah, going to back Juve to get another job done. I'm only going to go by 2-0 just because of what Wydad did yesterday. I think it'll be close, a bit like the Man City game. So yeah, back at Juventus to get the job done just over Wydad Casablanca. This one by 2-0. And we move into the 8 o'clock kickoff where Real Madrid need a result against Pachuca, who did lose 2-1 to Salzburg last night. Real Madrid only drew 1-1 against Al Hilal, a bit underwhelming for them, and then Bono saved that penalty from Federico Valverde, didn't he? So yeah, I think Real Madrid should win this. I don't think Pachuca are probably the worst team in the group, and then it probably goes Salzburg and then Al Hilal, and then of course Real Madrid as the best team. So yeah, I think Real Madrid will get back to winning ways in this one quite comfortably. Al Hilal did give them a game though. Maybe it isn't their team gelling. Trent and Dean Howson getting into that 11. So yeah, I'm going to back Real Madrid to get over the line on this one on Sunday evening at the Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Go back Real Madrid to win this by 3-0 and quite comfortably beat Pachuca, the Mexican outfit, in this one. So yeah, backing Real Madrid to win this by 3-0. Into the 11 p.m. kickoff we go, in which could be quite a tightly contested match as Salzburg take on Al Hilal. Al Hilal getting a really good point against Real Madrid last night. So yeah, they'll be full of confidence in that, as Salzburg will have even more confidence as they beat Pachuca by 2-1. I still think Al Hilal will have too much quality in this one for Salzburg, just because they've got the likes of Koulibaly, Milinkovic, Savic, Mitrovic, all of those likes, and Bono in goal, who saved the penalty from Federico Valverde last night, didn't he? So yeah, I'm going to back Al Hilal in this one, probably just to get over the line over Salzburg. But Salzburg themselves have Dorgelis, who's scored 8 goals this season for Salzburg, but and Schlager in net as well. They're not a bad side, are Salzburg. So yeah, I think I'm just going to back Al Hilal in this one to get over the line. I think they have enough quality and firepower to beat down Salzburg and yeah, make this group really interesting. So yeah, backing Al Hilal for a 2-1 victory in the Audi field in this one, and yeah, Salzburg might have to do a bit of work in that final game against Real Madrid. And the final game of this match day is Manchester City taking on Al Ain. Al Ain getting absolutely battered by Juventus last night by 5-0, an absolute battering in that one for them. Man City beating Wydad Casablanca wasn't all that convincing for Manchester City last night. Phil Foden amongst the goals, and who else? Jeremy Doku as well coming in. So yeah, 2 a.m. kickoff. I won't be watching this one. But yeah, I think Manchester City will get over the line in this one. I think they will have enough quality to win this one. I don't think Al Ain are going to get out the group. I mean, losing 5-0 to Juventus is quite embarrassing. Themselves, this one is taking place in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, but this is where the final is taking place. Correct me if I am wrong. Manchester City will win this. I'm going to go bigger than the Wydad Casablanca score. I'm going to go 4-0 to Manchester City in this one, and then to win quite comfortably in this one. And yeah, going to back Manchester City over Al Ain by 4-0, and it will be 9 goals in 2 games for Al Ain conceded. So yeah, back in City to win this by 4-0, and maybe Foden can revitalise his career after a really poor one last season. So yeah, backing City to win this by 4-0. Thank you very much for watching my Club World Cup Matchday 2 Part 2 predictions from Groups E to H. We will be back for Club World Cup Groups A to H very shortly for Matchday 3. So don't forget to check into that. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And I'll speak to you all on the next one.